I still remember that night like it just happened. The night my life split into before and after. I was supposed to be on call at the hospital all night. As a cardiologist in Boston, I practically didn't have a personal life, just shifts, surgeries, and endless urgency. But that evening, a colleague offered to cover me. For the first time in weeks, I had a night off, a chance to surprise my husband, Eric, with something simple but meaningful. I stopped at a small wine shop near our apartment and picked up a bottle of Cabernet, his favorite. Then I grabbed a box of dark chocolates. My heels clicked softly against the sidewalk as I rushed home, grinning like a teenager with a crush. In the elevator, I slipped off my shoes so he wouldn't hear me coming. I pictured it all. I'd wrap my arms around him and whisper, "I'm all yours tonight. No emergencies, just us." I quietly unlocked the door. His keys were on the table. I smiled. But then I froze. There was laughter. A woman's laugh. Soft. Intimate. Then his voice. Low. Confident. "You're amazing, Claire." At first, I thought maybe the TV was on, but then I heard it again. The unmistakable rustle of sheets, followed by a breathy sigh. There were heels in the hallway. Not mine. Red stilettos tossed next to our coat rack. A sweet, sharp perfume I didn't wear lingered in the air. My chest tightened. I walked toward the bedroom, heart racing. The door was cracked. Shadows moved behind it. "Aren't you worried your wife might come home early?" the woman giggled. "She's on call till morning, off saving someone else's heart," Eric replied, smug. I slammed the front door. A beat of silence. Then chaos. Eric ran out of the bedroom, halfway buttoned. Rachel, this isn't what it looks like." "Really? Because it looks exactly like what I think it is." Claire walked out behind him. Tall, blonde, wearing my silk robe, the one Eric gave me for my birthday last year. "Rachel," she said, like we were meeting for coffee. "Didn't expect to meet like this." I stared at her. "You're wearing my robe." "Oh," Eric said it'd be okay. "If it bothers you." "Claire, stop," Eric snapped. My hands shook. My legs trembled. I felt like my soul was cracking open. My entire marriage was unraveling in real time. I threw the bottle of wine at the wall. It shattered. The Cabernet ran down the white paint like blood. "You're pathetic," I said, breathless. "You think I'm just going to walk away and leave Noah? He stays with me." "Noah stays with me. You're always working. He's better off. You're not even his biological father, and you know it." I don't remember leaving, just that I was barefoot, coat barely on, trying to hold myself together. I took a cab to pick up Noah from the nanny. My eyes burned. My chest was hollow. I clutched the seatbelt like it was the only thing keeping me from falling apart. 2 months passed. I moved back to the small town where I was born, got a job at a local clinic. It was modest, slow-paced, nothing like Boston. But I didn't need to save everyone anymore. I needed to save myself and my son. Every night, after Noah fell asleep, I'd sit on the porch in a rocking chair. I'd think about how I let it all fall apart. Why didn't I see it? When did love fade? Or was it ever real to begin with? Sometimes I cried. Quietly. so Noah wouldn't hear. Sometimes I just stared into the dark, hoping that someday the pain would become just a memory. One day, a man came into the clinic, a farmer named Walter. He'd had a heart attack. His face was kind, a little worn, but honest. After his surgery, he came in for regular checkups. We started talking about the weather, his apple orchard, raising kids. His wife had passed years ago. He raised 2 daughters alone. He taught me how to make cider. I taught him how to monitor his blood pressure. At first, I didn't see him as anything more than a nice patient, a neighbor. But one day, while he was showing Noah how to make little animals out of dough, I noticed his eyes crinkle when he smiled. His voice was deep, warm, not like Eric's, not arrogant or demanding, just safe. Another day, he brought me a box of apples and a note. "If you still don't know how to rest, here's a reason to try." I smiled. No one had done something for me just because in a long time. Later, when he stayed late helping me organize medical supplies, our hands brushed. It was brief, but I felt something I hadn't in years, like someone saw me, not as a doctor, not as a mother, but as a woman. We grew close. No pressure, no games, just 2 people with too much quiet in their lives. 6 months later, I found myself laughing, really laughing for the first time in forever. We were at his orchard. Noah was pulling a cart full of apples, and I stood there, cider in hand, heart finally breathing. That night, after the fall festival ended and Noah drifted to sleep, caramel still on his cheeks, Walter and I sat on the porch swing. The orchard glowed in the moonlight. The air smelled of apples and October. "You saved me, Rachel," he said softly. "Not just my life, my hope." I shook my head. "We saved each other. You gave me and Noah something I thought I'd never find again, a home." He smiled, staring out at the trees. "Promise me you'll keep this place full of people, of laughter. Don't let it go quiet again." "I promise," I whispered. We sat in silence, wrapped in a peace I never thought I'd feel again. I thought about Boston, the betrayal, how it nearly broke me. I looked at Walter, at the orchard, at the stars above. And for the first time in a long time, I let myself ask the question I'd always been too scared to face. What if the life we lose isn't the one we were meant to save?